Today, we're going to be installing adjustable control arms onto my 350Z. So, I've got Kinetics adjustable upper control arms to help with the camber up front. Kinetics uses polyurethane bushings with an adjustable ball joint to help adjust your camber in between a range of positive and negative 1.5 degrees. It's a very simple bolt-on. You lift up the car, loosen up your strut tower, loosen up your coilovers or your struts, the top mount and the lower mount, so that way you can move it. You're going to loosen up the two bolts holding these on, and then you're going to loosen up where the ball joint is, and the whole arm will come off. Next, we just simply reverse the process and install it, and that's it. Adjustability comes through this ball joint here. Every turn is about 0.3 degrees of camber. In is negative, out is positive. For this car, we need as much negative camber as possible because of all the track stuff we do. So, we're going to be maxing it out and throwing it in. Alright. So when you have your wheel off, this is your upper control arm. This is the part we're changing today. There are two 14 millimeters here, right there and right there. There is a cotter pin we remove, and then a 17 millimeter, and after that, it's all free. Now, that would be all we'd have to do if these 14 millimeter bolts that came out didn't hit your strut. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to remove the 13 millimeters on top, or the 12 millimeters on top, I'm sorry. And to do that, we have to take off the strut tower, which is 14 millimeter. Once those are out of the way, we can take the top bolts out. We can then take the bottom two 17 millimeter bolt and nut, and then your coilover or strut is free to move around. When that's all free to move around, you can then get those bolts out and reverse the process. Alright, now that we have the coilover loosened from the bottom, we can pull these bolts out because now we have some room to move our strut. Save those bolts. Old control arm. Don't need it anymore. So, being the internet, I'm probably going to get roasted alive in the comments for this, but I'll come clean. I'll have a clean conscience going into this. I put this one on first on the passenger side, and I ripped the boot open, and you know, I found out this is the wrong side. One of the guides I read, because Kinetics doesn't give you an instruction manual, unfortunately, so hopefully this actually is really helpful for a lot of you guys. I looked online, and the DIY explained it that the spindle side needs to go to the front, while the grease zerks point bottom. So on the passenger side, if this is the passenger side, this is the driver's side, the car is supposed to sit like this. That is what was written. And that is wrong. Because I put it on, I lowered the car real quick to see, you know, let's see if there's any camber. I was like, I don't see any more camber. Alright, maybe it's got to settle real quick. Drive it around, and I hear this like hard clunking noise. I'm like, maybe it's because I didn't bolt the strut tower down all the way back. So we get under there, find it ripped, and I was like, oh man, something's wrong. So I looked at pictures of other people's Kinetics arms, and they actually came with stickers that said which arm went which. So looking at the orientation of both arms, I found out this one, if it is sitting like this, grease zerks pointed down, and this is offset a little bit over here, the way you're looking at it now in the camera, this is your driver's side one. I didn't have stickers on mine, so this could have been avoided very quickly if they had the stickers on them. So that kind of sucks. But now I know these are replaceable. These completely come out this ball joint. I don't think they're too expensive. For now, I'm going to cover it as best as I can until the new one gets here. And funny enough, the version 1 of these Kinetics ones didn't have any protection over the ball joint. And what people would do, I think they'd get like plastic caps and modify them to fit over it. So I might do that for now until I get my new one in. Kind of frustrating. This easily could have been avoided by a 10-cent sticker, but it is what it is, and hopefully this helps you guys watching this video ahead of time doing this modification. Hopefully you guys are now aware ahead of time what to do. Alright guys, so when you're putting this in, use the coil over, put your hole in there, get one of the nuts started up there, because it's going to be a lot easier to do that before you put this in, because as soon as this is in, you got less movement in this system, making it harder to get this in. After that is in, then we can put this in. This uses a 28mm bolt, and then I used a crescent wrench on this guy, held this bolt up here while I tightened that one. This is hard to tighten, that's why there's not a Carter pin, it's a different kind of nut, I guess. Yeah, good luck getting that loose. It's gonna take some, you know, a lot of muscle, no driving, no vibrations are gonna make that come loose. When you go to an alignment shop, they're gonna have to take this off and adjust this, so they're gonna have to look at your camber, and let's say you want 1 degree, but you're at 1.6. They're gonna have to back that out 2 turns, because from what I understand, I read one person say every complete clockwise turn, or every full 360 degree turn. Positive is 0.3 degrees, every inwards is negative 0.3 degrees. Another source said 0.2 degrees. Inconsistencies everywhere. But if you're an autocrosser, track guy, drift guy, you're just gonna wanna max that guy out all the way in. Alright, now that that's all done, we're gonna let the car down. We're gonna give it a quick rip. Just let everything settle in, and we'll go take it for an alignment. Alright guys, this video actually isn't over yet. Now we're at Matt's place because he has power tools. We're cutting the control arms. The Kinetics arms are advertised to me that you get an extra negative 1.5 out of it, and I saw a lot of autocross STU guys running the same control arm. So I just kind of didn't think about it when I actually went to purchase them on sale. So I ordered them, found out I only get an extra negative 0.5. Some vendors will list negative 1.5. Kinetics actually says negative 0.5 only. There's a miscommunication somewhere. But luckily, all the STU guys run these control arms, or a lot of them, now I want to say all of them, and they cut these. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take them off, we're going to cut them down, I'll show you where we cut them, and we should be able to get about 3 degrees negative in the front. Alright, so Matt's actually going to cut it, because he doesn't trust me with power tools, rightfully so. So yeah, we're going to cut it with the Sawzall.
Mostly because I was just tired of you dicking around.
Not to brush over this part, but you guys already saw it. We're just taking off the control arms, which is very easy to do. So we can see we shaved off a lot of material. There's almost like a 3/4 of an inch of metal there. Shave it off, and we're getting more camber. Matt's doing the camber dance. So we're gonna put this all back together. Now for the sake of time, instead of actually using wrenches and stuff to put it all together, me and my friends, we talked about this, and we're gonna use thoughts and prayers instead. Also, 1 like equals 1 torque, and 1 share equals 1 more part installed. So everyone together, likes, shares, come on, everyone share this, subscribes, and on 3, 2, 1. Wow guys, because of all your thoughts and prayers, it put itself together. Now hopefully next time you guys can think in prayer about me picking the right ISO setting so you can actually see what we did.
The next day.
Battery cut out last night, it was really dark. So I'm just going to show you the camber real quick. I mean, it made a significant gain, just like visibly. Not sure the camera shows it, but it's about 3 degrees right now. Anyway, just wanted to update you guys because I need to get to class, so I'll see you guys in the next video. It should be an autocross or a track day or something. Thanks for watching, guys.